Welcome back everyone to 𝘱𝘬𝘳𝘳 here. In today's video, it's going to be quick and simple. We are going over the price of Bitcoin. The price action has been very interesting lately, and some things have developed that I was sort of anticipating from my previous video. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. It is noon Eastern time here on the Sunday afternoon. Happy Sunday. 34,191 is the price of Bitcoin. So on this daily candle right here, the high 34,854. So the price of Bitcoin has wicked above the 50 DMA. It technically hasn't closed above the DMA. Its current close would be kind of sitting right at the DMA. So something to keep in mind here, there is about 8 hours left on the daily candle. So I'd be keeping a very close eye to see exactly where this candle closes. This is a good sign that it has approached the 50 DMA, but what we need for it to do is close above the 50 DMA. So that would be one positive signal. Another really good thing that we're seeing here is the price Bitcoin has made a higher high over the high of this particular candle, which was $34,677. So a great trend change, a nice bounce off this red 9. But like I said, I've been anticipating very strong resistance at the 50 DMA, and that is exactly what we're seeing. So I typically don't look at the weekly chart, but let's go and look at the weekly chart here. So the weekly chart is looking okay. A lot of things would have to change for me to be very bullish on the weekly chart. So not a ton really going on there, but we're also just seeing resistance here from the 50 DMA. Let's go and look at the 12-hour chart on Bitcoin. 12-hour chart looks good. Seeing resistance once again at the 50 DMA, a clear trend here. Bitcoin making a higher high, nice strength there. I would anticipate a 1 to 4 candle pullback. Keep a close eye on this green moving average. Make sure it does not go cross down over the red. So very interesting here on the 12-hour. I'd like to see how this develops over the next couple of days. Let's go and look at the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. Looking really, really good, making higher highs, higher lows, being supported really nicely by this red moving average. Also finding resistance here at the 50 DMA. Maybe anticipating like a 1 to 4 candle, or maybe like a 4 candle pullback, and then hopefully some more room to the upside. So the 4-hour chart looking really good, looking really strong. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart here. 1-hour chart is, if as long as Bitcoin can hold, I would say the low of this candle, which is 33,874, the low of this candle 33,875, just a $1 off, almost kind of like a bit of a double bottom here. If Bitcoin can hold that point right there, that would potentially be a bullish sign here on the 1-hour. The only thing I would be cautious of is this green moving average has crossed below the red, so that would make me pretty cautious here. If I was entering on the 1-hour, I would put a pretty tight stop loss. Let's go and look at the 30-minute chart on Bitcoin. 30-minute chart, let's see here. Also, we want to see Bitcoin make a higher high. So we want to see Bitcoin go above the high of this candle right here, which is 34,854. And then we could hopefully see some more room to the upside there on the 30-minute. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart on Bitcoin. 5-minute chart here was trending downwards, but what's nice is we've seen a momentum shift right over here as Bitcoin has made a higher low. And is this a higher high? Let's see. The high of this candle right here is 34,302. The high of this candle is 34,308. So Bitcoin did make a higher high on the 5-minute just by a few dollars. So I'd be keeping a very, very close eye on Bitcoin, especially that 50 DMA on the daily chart. It would be nice to see Bitcoin close above, but I would still want to see, another candle headed towards the upside. Even if Bitcoin does on the daily chart close above the 50 DMA, if it was in this range where it's basically like at it, I wouldn't be super convinced. I would still be very, very wary of the situation here on Bitcoin. The sentiment has definitely shifted, but a lot still has to happen here for me to be convinced that we are not going to be making lower lows. Like I said, this 50 DMA is Bitcoin's current biggest obstacle. So I hope you have an amazing day. If you haven't signed up for Celsius yet, you could watch my video from yesterday where I reviewed Celsius. I have some links down below. And another thing I really recommend for people is to have multiple exchanges, just because, especially when you're first starting out in cryptocurrency, sometimes you could have limits on how much that you can withdraw at a time or send to your bank account. And what's nice about having multiple exchanges is that gives you an option, whether you're trying to buy or sell, to have two accounts available. You never want to be stuck in a position where you can't get your funds off of a certain exchange. It's just another thing to keep in mind for people that are just entering the space. And what's also nice about having two different exchanges is the fact that every exchange has slightly different price points. So if you're setting buy orders or sell orders, you might want to spread that amongst two different exchanges for a more likely scenario of the prices you're trying to either buy or sell your cryptocurrency at. So that is all I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.